السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to this automation Faisal Azib. I hope that you are well. Today I will talk about the topic SQLite database. What is a database? A database, you can see it in real life. For example, a store. In this store you have a lot of products, and each product was grouped in different category. For example, in the store or in the supermarket, you have a category for food, you have for clothes, you have for electronic. This is a different category, and in each category we have different products also in details. So the database here is supermarket, and the category, we call them a table, and the detail of the product, it is the column of the table. So how to use a database in Android, I will show you on Android Studio, and why we will use also SQLite database. Because we have seen before, we have used sharp reference to store the data. But if we have big data, a lot of data, for example, we have 1000 records of receipt, for example, to store in our application. It's a simple example. We don't use sharp reference. We can't manage them also with sharp reference. So for this, we will use a database, and we will use an SQLite database. So to create and to use SQLite database on the application, I will jump to Android Studio and have create simple project. So the first thing is to create our database if it doesn't exist. Okay? If it doesn't exist, we will create it. If it exists, you will see we will escape this section. So to create an SQL database, we'll call the class SQLite database. And here db, and use this dot, use the first one, this method, open or create a database. It means if you have a database, application will open this database. If it doesn't exist, we create it. So the first parameter, it will give him the name. So for example, my database. Example now, or supermarket as you want. Supermarket, for example. And here's the mode. The mode we choose, for example, if our database will be used only in our application or for different applications. So that means the data can be shared between applications. So I will use the mode private to use it only in my application. So mode private, and factory, we don't need it. We will put nil here. So it's the first thing. After this, we have open our supermarket, or we have create our supermarket, but it doesn't contain any product or any category of product. It's the first thing. So before to put the product, we will choose in which category we will put this product. It means we will choose which table. We call them table in the database. So the first thing is to create also a table if it doesn't exist. Okay? To create a table, we call this a section exec SQL, and we give him a query. A string SQL, it means a query. What is query? You will see I will go step by step. A query is a next section that you will give to you will send to your database to make some operation. We have a lot of operation. We can call the query to retrieve some information, to add information, to update them, to delete them. We have a lot of type of query. Okay? So here I will use a query to create a table. For this, I will use this section. The first thing, the keyword query. Okay? Also, the next keyword is table. After this, I will add if not exist. And here I will choose the name of table with S. Sorry. The name of table, for example, for me, food, in the category food or table food. Okay. After this, what I will add? I will add the different field of my category table. We call them the column. What are the details? In general, the details of the food category. For example, I have attribute name, attribute weight. For example, it's a simple example. Okay, expiration date, a lot of type. Is vegetable or no? So I will choose only two. The first thing is name, and I will specify the type of this column name, of this attribute name. But here it is not the same thing with Java. We don't choose string, integer. It is not the same thing. They are data type for database. So to get them, just go here in Google and write SQL data type. We see the first one, and as you can see here is all the data type. We have a lot of data type: varchar, binary, verbinary, labs, byte, boolean. We have a lot of them. Okay, so choose what you want. It depends of your attribute or depends of your column, and you can search more detail about the size of each data type. So for me, I will use varchar for the name. Here is a varchar, and I will add just weight, for example, in kilogram or in gram. So for the weight, it is an integer for me. Int 4. Example, huh? So here what I have do? I have use instruction to create the table food if it doesn't exist. If it exists, I will skip this instruction. The same thing for the database supermarket. Okay, it's the same thing. And I will give him the detail of my table food or the detail of the product food. Okay? So I have only name or the weight. Of course, I repeat, you can add what you want, depending on what you want. So just an example. Next one. What I will do now, I have the supermarket. I have opened the supermarket or created, and also I have prepared the category food. Okay, now I can put the product in this category because it is empty the first time. So to add the product to my table food, I will use the same instruction db.exec_sql, and the next instruction is insert into the name of table is food, and here I will open column or parenthesis, and I will specify the name of the column of the table food. So we have name and weight, but without data type. Without data type, so name and weight. And here I will add the keyword values, and here between parentheses I will put the value of this column. For example, gem, and here it's 500 is the first one. So here what I have do, I have added in my table food the new product that is called gem with weight 500 grams. Okay, all this one, what you can see here is static. Don't change it. This value is static, as you can see in blue color. Don't change it. I will add another product to to others. And here I can do, for example, potato, for example, and here milk. Okay, so I have added 3 products in my table food. Now, what I will do? I will ask my database if you can give me all the products that exist in food table. I want to get them information to make some operation, for example, change the name or update the weight or make another thing. I want to retrieve the information from this table food. To do this, I will use a cursor. Okay, and here I will call the class database dot raw query. Okay, and here I will give him the same thing in the section as before, as create table inside it, but it's a different section to retrieve the information. So to retrieve the information, to get information from our table, you will use this command or this instruction, select. Okay, the next thing, what is it? Here, which information you want to retrieve from your table food, or for example, which information of your product that you want to retrieve. Do you want all information or some of them? So for this example, I will retrieve all of information. I retrieve the name and the weight. If you want to retrieve all the information, you will put the star here. But if you want to retrieve only some of them, you specify here the name of column. So for example, name. After this, we added the next one. Okay, but I will retrieve all of them, so I will put the star, all. And here I will add a new keyword. It is from. The next one is from which table I want to retrieve this information. So for me, it is a table food. Okay, so simple. In next video, inshallah, you will see an advanced query. Don't worry about this. Don't worry, please. I know there are some people that have some information about the database. Will tell me how to make the restriction, how to add something. Don't worry. In next video, inshallah, I will show you more details about queries, inshallah. So, and here I put null. I don't need null. And now I have created my cursor. Now I need an index of each column to can read them. So to create an index, I have 2 index. The first one is name index. So cursor of C dot get column index, and I will give him the name of the column. That is name. Okay. I have the second index. It is weight, and here it is weight. It is the position of my column in the table, 0, 1 or 1, 2. After this, what I will do? Now I have 3 records or 3 data in my table food. To can get all this data, I need to make a loop. But how to make this loop? The first thing is to move our cursor to the first record or the first data. To do this, we use C dot move to first. Okay, and here our cursor will jump or move directly to the first data if it exists, of course. If it exists. If it doesn't exist, it means this instruction will return null. Okay, so if it doesn't null, it means I have the data. If it is null, it means I haven't data. So to do this, I will use while loop because maybe I have another data. If I make just if, it means I will use only one data. I will just retrieve one data. But if I want to retrieve all of them, I will use the while loop to check if my cursor is different to null. I read, I read until it is null. So to read the data, I will just make a log here and here. I will just result of name is so to get the result is c dot, and here you have a lot of method. It depends of your data type. If it is integer, you will use getInt. If it is string, it is getString. We have a lot of them. All is here. So get, as you can see, we have a lot of type. So for me, the name is string, so it is getString, and I will give him the index of this column. It is name index. Okay, for the first one, I will make the same thing for the second. The same thing for the second. Result of white. And here it is weight index. Get int, sorry, it is an integer, it is not a string. Get int, but I must convert it to string, so integer dot value of, and like this, to get the string. Value of, yeah, Faisal. Okay, what I have forgot, here, not value of, to string. Yes, to string. Good. Now, if I let it like this, I will just display the first data a lot of time, limited. So be careful here. Be careful. You need to use the incrementation of your cursor. It's like to make E++ or another incrementation. But here we use cursor. We don't have C++. No. So we use a method. It is called C dot move to next. Here it is. Only this. Be careful though. If you forgot this instruction, you will display only the first one because you can't read next data. So let's see the result. Let's see. Bismillah. Formation, it is no. I think it's the third or the fourth time that I have recorded video. Why? Because I have the problem between my camera and microphone. It is not synchronized. So here I have disabled my camera webcam. I can't put it because I don't know why the problem exists. I use a good microphone because the sound is very well that the previous video. See this? But I found a problem with synchronization between them. I don't know why. So I am waiting the support to give me a solution. I think it's about USB port, maybe. So let's see. Let's see after this. Sorry. I wait to the. It's finished or no? Nothing, not yet. I am waiting. And you will see the result. So here, I think it's finished. So let's see the log. Ta-da! Do you see? Here is it. Here it is. Here is all the data. Good. We have all the data. If you want, for example, to add another data, or no, I don't add another data. If I want to next times, I will not add the same data, but I just want to see if I run my application again, again, if I have the same data or no. Is what we want, of course. Okay, to keep our data. I can let this to instruction. It is not the problem, as I said before. If tables exist, we skip it, and the same thing for the table. So it is not important. But if I let this instruction, I will get the data 2 times. So that I don't want, but I want to check if my data was stored if I run my application again. So let's see here. Yeah, it is closed. So let's run it again. Do you see? Here is the data, the same thing. Okay. Oops. Close. Okay. Here is it. So good. In the next video, inshallah, I will show you an advanced query in your about your SQLite database, how to make a section in your query using the where keyword, how to update, how to delete, etc. So see you in the next video, inshallah. Like this video, brothers and sisters. Share it to your friends in social media and subscribe to my channel, please. I tell you goodbye. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi